I did this video this past Sunday at the church. To share strong opinions that what I wanted to share a few days prior. But I'm going to share it right now. After receiving information via email from the Maryland rep of the said state, see slide. See this I may share at the end. Send your opinions here or there. You could also screenshot this too as well. From the rep of the office. From the office of the rep email shared of the FBI setting up camp in PG County, Maryland, and I have strong opinions. Not that it mattered a bit, just my strong opinions. This is just allegedly, if I'm allowed to say, and everything from further on behind it is allegedly. Here's my opinions as follows. Yeah, it's me again with the All-American hair. And I was coming, hope these glasses don't fall. I don't have to keep slide my glasses back up for this video. Now, I wanted to do this the other day, and I did another video, and then I had to do more videos and edit videos, and editing is editing. And you hear the sirens in the background because I'm in DC doing this video. But enjoy this cupcake, this nice cupcake. There's more cupcakes. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Now, I saw something, I got an email, and I'm finding out that that the FBI, here's something about the FBI, is supposed to be putting its headquarters in Maryland. Actually, Greenbelt. It's supposed to be closer to the subway station. I'm like, do we really need FBI in Prince George's County so they can spy on Prince George's County residents? Because that's what they do. That's what they do, and they allegedly sometimes people get framed for things that they really didn't do, because that's how sometimes the government does, and sometimes the government assassinates people. Sometimes, depends on the government. Sometimes they just deem people domestic terrorists or domestic threat, how they did with those some years back when when parents disagree with what their children were being taught, and they were put on an FBI watch list. They were put in anybody that disagrees to the narrative is put on a list, a FBI national security list, a risk list. And this is allegedly, it's not a conspiracy theory. And I'm not too crazy, even though that they're supposed to have closed, obviously they're supposed to have closed the FBI. I thought they had closed it because they had shut down the DC, but they had to start something back up again. And then hopefully the whistleblowers, that the ones that they'll get paid, compensated, because there are some whistleblowers who have shared about things that that wasn't supposed, things that they're allegedly not supposed to have been going on, and that, well, you'll say just 3-letter organizations. I'll just say 3-letter organizations, allegedly. But I'm not too crazy about that, because, if you live in Maryland, or if you anybody that lives in Maryland, and I, have to keep a watch of if I'm on there, if me or anybody who goes opposing to the narratives of what is given and what is desired for this situation that we're in now. But we're not allowed to have opinions. I'm not allowed to have opinions. You're not allowed to have opinions. And if we have the wrong opinion, the FBI could just put us on a list. Allegedly, I say allegedly, put us on a list, a naughty list for naughty people, and say we're naughty when we're not naughty, but to them we're naughty. And I don't care too much for it. I don't like it. I don't like it. We don't need them. We don't need it. We don't need it in Maryland. We don't need it. Wasn't that part of that bankrupt corporation? That American U.S. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. People, they're going to have to do their own research, background of the FBI. They're going to have to do their own research. And I encourage you to do research, because people need to do research, because people are all excited. Maybe we'll be safer because no, that doesn't make anything safer. Because when you put a 3-letter organization into an area, that doesn't necessarily make it safer. That makes it easier for them to pin stuff on innocent people that they deem are a risk, and they can just put together something, and you know how things are, and you can put together something, and I don't know. I just have opinions. I'm not allowed to have opinions, and FBI doesn't want me to have the wrong type of opinion, and I just have opinions. Just pray, my strength. Just pray. And for all the prayer warriors, the good prayer warriors that pray, they put their hands together and pray, to pray into this. The godly people of America and maybe somewhere else can pray about this, because I don't care for the FBI being put in Maryland, and they were in DC, and they being put in Maryland just because it's a state. Because see, it's just where that flags that they had, those prisoners of war flags at. Because that's where I want to put up, because they on the post offices. They on the post office. And I think I saw them in, they had the prisoner of war flags. I think I seen it on the motor vehicle place. Yeah. And that's what I'll consider by the FBI being in Maryland, in PG County at that. I'll consider as a prisoner of war. Not that I'm a prisoner right now, but you know, there are prisoners allegedly locked up for J6, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. I'm not allowed to say I have opinion on that, and people need to research that, and I'm not allowed to have opinions because the FBI, if I have the wrong opinion, they'll put me on a naughty list. Allegedly, they'll put me on a naughty list, and I don't want to be on that list. I don't want to be on that list because they'll put any of you. If you have the wrong opinion online or in a video like this, a pre-recorded message, because it all starts with a pre-recorded message and ends with a pre-recorded message. So if something happens to me or whatever, or if I'm deemed something wrong, you'll know that something was put together and fabricated on about me, because I was in Maryland, and I lived not all that far from. I was in Maryland, and FBI was in Maryland, and it's just scary. It's really scary, and I don't know what to do about this because it's scary that the FBI, you know, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, and well, I don't necessarily need to say citizen, but then, you know, a law-abiding person, and I don't want to be put on. I'm not crying, but you know, I'm thinking really hard. Y'all gotta pray. Y'all gotta pray for the people of Maryland. Pray for the people of PG County. Because this is terrible. This is horrible. That they decide to put an office of one of those 3-letter organizations in Maryland. I just have strong opinions, and I'm not allowed to have these strong opinions. And y'all pray. Just keep praying. Prayer warriors, pray that they don't do anything, and you know, drastic, or try to do anything really, because those school things that happened in the school shooting and different said attacks, you know, allegedly, they found that people were tied to some 3-letter organization, and I have a love for the people. I have a love for America, and I don't consider myself an extremist. I love America, and I have the all-American hat, but that doesn't make me an extremist or somebody that they should be scared of. But I'm melanated. But then they threw a melanated man, a melanated Hispanic man, and locked up for J6 because, you know, he was in charge of a organization of the, you know, allegedly they had put him, you know, for 22 years, and he's melanated. He wasn't even at the Capitol. But because he was the chairman of a said organization, people didn't even know that a black guy was a melanated Hispanic guy was over the Proud Boys, and he was melanated. He's a melanated guy. Oh, you didn't know he was melanated? Oh. Anyway, those were the people that were protecting us from the Proud Boys. The people who was protecting people from Antifa and those. They were the people that were protecting people, but we're not allowed to say that. Allegedly. Somebody The naughty list is my opinion of the list they deem of those of a threat. Unfortunately, I have to be careful, even my opinions in this video, because, well, it's opinions the powers that be doesn't like. Not saying that there were not plenty of good folks who work in the said three-letter organizations. There are plenty of good and percentage that is best at, so folks should always be watchful and pray if you have faith. Please always check the description in my videos. This is not the FBI locations. This was the information related to the rep, these are not FBI location offices.